All right, so today we're going to talk about why most marketing strategies fail and how to create one that works for you. More than likely, you've tried copying other people's strategies, whether that's posting all day, every day, or trying to post all day, every day, running ads that just drain your money and don't really get you any type of results, or following every single trend that everybody else is hopping on. Whether that's the sounds, the memes, the reels, whatever it is, you're basically trying to duct tape other people's strategies together and make it work for you, and it hasn't been working, right? And it's even worse because everybody's saying all these different things. So you need to post every day, you need to go live every day, you need to stop doing this, you need to start doing this. It's a lot. It's a lot of noise, and it just pulls you in all these different directions, none of which get you any actual result. That's how you end up confused. That's how you end up with the shiny object syndrome, where you're just chasing everything else that everybody else is doing, right? You need something that was made specifically for you, something that's going to fit your brand and your time, your schedule, and it's going to help you grow and show up consistently. That's what I'm here to help you figure out. All right, 5 very simple steps that helps you shut out all the noise, quiet all the chaos, and get yourself in alignment with your brand and your business. So first things first is you need clarity. Okay, this is the most important thing. You need to be very, very clear on your goals and your end game. What are you trying to get to? What are you doing with your brand? What's the purpose? And ideally, you want to have an idea of what this looks like big picture. Like, ultimately, what is the goal for your brand in the long run? Like, do you plan on exiting? Are you going to sell? Do you want to get 1 million followers? Are you trying to make it so that you can fund your life and quit your 9 to 5? Like, what's the big goal? What are you really trying to get to? Because once you have that clearly understood, you can break that down into smaller goals. Okay, well, if I want to be able to quit my 9 to 5, I need to replace my income. Well, how much income do I need to make every month? Okay, I need to make $10,000 a month. Okay, well, what am I doing to get there? Am I selling a service? Am I selling a product? Am I looking for brand deals? Am I looking for sponsorships? Okay, I'm gonna be a UGC creator. Okay, what does that look like every month? Having a clear understanding of what your big goal is or what you're trying to get to will help you break that down into bite-sized pieces that you can attack every day and every week and every month and show up consistently. You also need to know who you're serving. Who's your audience? Who are you putting out content for? Who is your brand created for? What audience does that look like? Is it other entrepreneurs? Is it stay-at-home moms? Is it dads looking to lose weight? Who are you creating content for? Who are you showing up for every day? The better you understand that, the better your content is going to perform, and the more your brand can grow, because you are locked in. You know, okay, I'm looking to get to 10K a month. This is who I'm serving. This is my audience. What do they want from me? What do they need from me? Here's how I'm going to show up every day to make sure I'm serving them, right? If you don't understand who you're serving, if you don't understand who you're doing everything for, more than likely you're doing it selfishly. You're just doing it with yourself in mind, which is why a lot of people stall and don't really get the results that they're looking for, because they aren't doing it for their audience. They're doing it for themselves. That makes sense? So once you have clarity on your goals, what you're trying to get to in the long run, what you're trying to get to in the short term, who your audience is, who you're serving, and what you're offering them, you can move on to the next step, which is the platform. Making sure you're in alignment with the platform that you're showing up on. Okay. One of the best things my mentor told me is never try to be everywhere. When you try to be everywhere, you pull yourself in all these different directions. Think of yourself like a battery. Okay. You have 100% energy every day. If you're trying to show up on TikTok, and you're trying to show up on YouTube, and you're trying to show up on Instagram, and you're trying to show up on Pinterest, that's you pulling yourself in all these different directions. You can't give 100% to each one of these avenues. You can only give a certain amount to each one, right? So you need to pick a platform that matches your strengths, what you like to do, whether that's creating videos like this, doing short form videos like TikToks or Reels. If you're more just an audio person, you can do a faceless page, or you can do a podcast. If you prefer writing, you can show up on Twitter, Threads, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. But you need to show up on the platform that makes the most sense for you. There is no right or wrong way to do it, because every platform works. Every platform has creators and entrepreneurs seeing success, and you can do it whatever way you want to, but you have to figure out what makes the most sense for you so that you can show up for your audience. I used to say that you need to show up where your audience is, but more than likely your audience is everywhere. More than likely your audience is going to be where you like to show up. If you prefer to write, if you show up on Threads, if you show up on Twitter, if you show up on LinkedIn, your audience is going to be there. You just have to find them. You just have to get into the right spaces to make sure your content is showing up in front of them. Pretty much everybody has TikTok. Pretty much everybody has Instagram. Not everybody has Snapchat. Not everybody has Pinterest. So Those might be a little more specialized, and that would be something you would want to understand by making sure, back to having that clarity, understanding your audience, what they like to consume, what kind of content they're into. That's going to help you in narrowing down where you might want to show up or what platform makes the most sense. But more than likely, where you like to show up, the content you like to create, whatever you like to do, there's going to be an audience that's there for that. So pick the platform that makes the most sense for you, where you're going to be able to show up every single day and show up consistently for your audience. Make sense? The third thing you need to have is make sure you have a content system. You need to make sure you have a system for consistently showing up. This is basically understanding like what that repeatable process looks like. That's coming up with your ideas. That's scripting out your videos or outlining your threads, deciding what you want to talk about for that week, figuring out which days you're going to be batch creating, when you're going to be editing, when you're going to do your repurposing. So when it comes down to it, a lot of this stuff that we do as marketers, creators, entrepreneurs, a lot of it is repeatable. A lot of this stuff we do over and over again. So it's figuring out what that process looks like for you and getting that locked in so that you can show up and do it day after day after day. There's a lot of people that'll chase the viral moments. They'll try to chase the trends thinking that they're going to go viral and that's going to be the magic solution to all their problems. When really it's the repeatable stuff, it's the simple stuff, it's the showing up day after day. That's going to get you the results that you're looking for. And if you need help with this, I put together what I call the content blueprint system. I'll put a link to it down in the description and in the first comment. Simple little content tracker that you can use to get to where you need to go. And when you start using tools like this, when you start using tools that help you kind of like plan out your ideas, keep everything organized and then scheduling out your content, it gives you so much of your time and energy back that you can then use to focus on more important places in your business. So by having these systems in place, understanding the process, having these tools that you use to get your time back, it allows you to spend that time in more important areas. You feel me? Fourth thing that you need to make sure need to understand is how you get people from A to Z. Basically, your conversion path or the path people are taking to get to whatever your end goal is. Remember, end goal, whatever it is, whether you're hitting 10K a month, working for XY brands, selling XY products, like whatever it is you're trying to do with your end goal, how are you getting people there? How are you getting that result? For some people, this is going to be with a lead magnet that has people signing up to an email list. For other people, this is going to be sending out DMs every day to different brands or creators looking for opportunities. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever it looks like to get people to that next stage or getting to them closer to whatever your goal is or what you're looking to get them to, you need to have that clearly understood and mapped out. So that way, when you're creating the content, when you're showing up on the platform, you know, okay, I'm aiming to get these people here. I'm aiming to do X, Y, and Z. I need to build up a portfolio so I can send it to this brand, to these brands. You need to have a clear understanding of what that path looks like. Make sure that's mapped out. It doesn't have to be anything super complicated. Something as simple as growing an email list consistently will feed you for years and years down the line if you're doing it consistently and showing up for your audience. So that's why going back to number one, that clarity is very important because when you know what the end goal is, when you know, okay, I need to get people here, I need to do X, Y, and Z, you know, okay, the content needs to serve this purpose. The content needs to be telling people to do this. The content needs to be helping people get past this so they want to join my community, so they want to join my email list, so they want to sign up. That makes sense? And then the fifth and final part is going to be consistency over complexity. Okay, you want to be consistent, you don't want to be complex. You want to keep things simple and effective. It's the simple things. It's the showing up day after day. It's the sending out the DMs. It's the responding to comments. It's the posting the one reel a day. It's the posting a story a day. It's the little stuff that's going to get you the results you're looking for. Growth doesn't come from doing everything and trying to be everywhere. It comes from showing up consistently and doing the things that matter. These platforms reward consistency. They reward you showing up again and again and again. You're doing it when you're able to show up again. You're able to post a reel today and you post a reel tomorrow and you post a reel a day after. The platforms recognize that. They're going to show your content to more and more people because they know this is somebody we can depend on to show up. That makes sense? So what does this look like in real life? Let's say you're a coach. You're still working your 9 to 5. So you don't have a bunch of time to record a hella reels. You don't have time to show up and do hour-long videos for YouTube, right? Your strategy might just be doing 2 talking head reels a week, batch recording those on Monday, getting them edited on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then scheduling them out Thursday and Friday so that you're showing up consistently. And maybe throwing in an image post or a carousel in there so you can add a little bit of variety to the mix, right? And that carousel or that image is going to be telling people, hey, click the link in my bio to schedule a call. Hey, click the comment XYZ and I'll send you over my free guide, right? And that's helping you grow your email list. It's something simple, it's realistic, and it's sustainable. It's not going to burn you out. It's not going to make you lose your mind from trying to show up 52 different places. Think of your marketing strategy like a yoga class or like a spin class. Instead of like feeling like, oh, I have to go work out. I don't feel like it. This isn't something I really want to do. Think of it like a class or somewhere where you get to go and enjoy yourself. You get to go have a good time. It's something that it brings you joy. It's fun. It's work technically, but you still enjoy doing it. Whether that's recording your reels, whether that's writing out a piece, whether that's yapping for an hour, recording a bunch of TikToks, like whatever it is, make it something that you enjoy doing. It doesn't be something that you have to do every day, but it should be something that you should at least enjoy doing so that it's not a struggle to show up for your brand or your business. That makes sense? You don't need a 50-page business plan. You don't need this super complicated process or anything. You just need a simple way for you to show up. I put together another guide. It's called the Hella Simple Marketing Plan. If you want to go a little bit deeper, if you want to expand on this a little bit more, you can check that out. It's not necessary, but it does help some people. For some people, the simple 5-part framework is more than enough. For others, they want a little more clarity. You can go check that out. But you don't need much to show up consistently. You just need a clear and simple process that works for you and your brand and is going to make sure that you're there for your audience. Does that make sense? So when you stop trying to force yourself into someone else's box or what somebody else deems as success, and you just find a system that works for you, it all works. Every platform works. You just have to make it work for you. Marketing becomes easier, it becomes lighter, it becomes fun, you start to enjoy it because this is part of your process. It's part of growing your brand. And you know, every video I make, every reel I record, every post I write, it's just another penny added into the bank. It's another investment into the future of my brand. You feel me? It becomes very hard to continue to show up when it feels like nothing is working. But when you figure out that system, you know this is building up, this is working towards my end goal, this is working towards what I'm trying to get to, it becomes a lot easier and it becomes a lot more fun showing up for your brand. If you feel like you've been struggling with your marketing, if you feel like showing up has been a struggle, if you feel like it's been an issue for you, grab the one-page content blueprint system down in the description, down in the comments. Grab that. If you're struggling, if you need help, drop it in the comments. Let me know what I can help you with. I'll make a video responding or a video addressing the topic. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that. All right, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.